The dystopian future book Wool comes to Apple TV Plus as Silo, and it has already been renewed for season 2. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for Apple TV Plus's show Silo. This is streaming all of season 1 right now, and this came out a few months ago, but it's already been renewed for season 2. So obviously, Apple, really enjoying their returns on this. And you look, Apple TV is one of the few streamers that really stands behind its shows, often renewing them for 2 seasons ahead. So people know, hey, you can invest in this show and we're not going to leave you hanging, whatever. So I appreciate that. But in any case, before we launch into the specifics here, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding my video and my channel. We've got great stuff here, TV and movie reviews alike. I try to post something new just about every day, too. So always a lot to check out. Please consider subscribing or just like this video, share it on your socials, or comment below. All that stuff, of course, helps the channel out. All right, so this is based on a book called Wool from a little while ago, actually. But this has been in development for about 10 years as a film. And Apple TV Plus, picked up the reins, at some point a couple of years ago. This is basically about this dystopian future community inside a giant silo, sort of underground. It extends hundreds and hundreds of stories underground, where about 10,000 people live in a society that it sort of keeps them there through these regulations that are meant for their own good. But are they really? And that's one of the main questions here. This is many things. It's a drama, certainly, but there's, sci-fi elements here. There's definitely mystery elements as well. And this is apparently about there's a series of novels, I should say, but Wool was, I guess, the first one or whatever, and that was sort of what they were developing into a film. But they decided to take, the whole series or whatever and make it into this show that now will be even coming back for season 2. But the main stars here, Rebecca Ferguson is Juliet, who is an engineer working on the generators in the very lowest levels of the silo. You've got Rashida Jones and David Oyelowo, who are a married couple. She works in the IT department, but has questions about, why they're down there and are they lying to us about what's outside. And he is the sheriff of the silo. So obviously, some differing opinions there from the two of them. You've got Common here, Tim Robbins, Harriet Walter, Rick Gomez, a lot of people in this that you will recognize. Boy, this is a really, really good show. Apple TV always, I think, brings something interesting to the table. It's not always a success. We've seen that a couple times this year, where they've faltered a bit. But this is, it's well written. The world building. Now, of course, look, you're basing it off of a book series, so of course, you've got a little template there, but the world building is really interesting. And as a result of that, like, there's a lot of interesting kind of set pieces as well, because it's sort of like like a dingy place. You're so far underground and everything, so everything has this sort of brownish kind of hue to it. But it's never like, one of my problems, and I'd say this all the time on the channel, is, if things are shot too dark and I can't see what's happening, it's annoying, because I'm like, I want to, if something's going on the screen, it's not a radio play, let me see what it is. But here, everything has like sort of this dark, dank, tone to it, and, both visually and sort of, thematically. But it really works, and I think they did a really good job, kind of putting the sets together and stuff. But the world building is so interesting. And this is one of these shows that I've seen, the first 3 episodes. They're not afraid to kill characters, that's for sure. So that is an interesting, twist as well, certainly so early on in a show. But boy, the ideas behind it, and certainly, there are some metaphors. I know these, books were written a little while ago, but certainly some metaphors for maybe our world today of, okay, well, you're only being shown what they want you to see. And, they're utilizing the video to because there's like a camera set up to the outside world, but is it real? Is it what is really going on out there? Why are we down here? Kind of thing. And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but certainly I have issues with some of the things going on in the world. So I think it's definitely for our time as well. With some interesting things there, and the acting is really really good from most of the cast. I will say there's maybe a couple of weak links that don't quite keep up. Rebecca Ferguson, though, is fantastic, and we've seen her in a few things. I recognize the name more than anything, but what do we know her from? Um, we don't know. She was in The White Queen. Oh, okay. Well, I don't watch that. Oh, Girl on the Train. She was in. Okay. Men in Black International. I saw Dune. There was like a million people in. I really wouldn't pick her out from there. Oh, okay. I know where I know her from the most. Jenny Lind in The Greatest Showman. I've seen that movie like 5 times. So okay, that's okay. She's the opera singer in that. Okay, well there you go. I mean it's a small role, but I've just seen it so many times. So all right. But yeah, she's excellent in this, and she really holds it all together. Rashida Jones is interesting because I'm currently rewatching Parks and Recreation, and so seeing her in a totally different light in this, something that I don't know that she's ever played a character quite like this before in this kind of sci-fi drama thing. And I think she does a real good job with it. So yeah, look, this is another win I think for Apple Plus TV. I'm excited for season 2, which will be who knows, with the strikes and everything, but at least we should be getting that. But you can stream all of season 1 currently on Apple TV Plus. I leave Silo with an A. I think this is one of the best dramas, certainly of the year, the best sci-fi I think of the year as well. So yeah, all right. Thank you so much for watching. Dan Reviews It. We'll see you next time. Bye.